MC's Finest. What's going on? Welcome back. Got a little evening edition. Don't know why I looked at my wrist. No watch on. Little evening edition. Winding up, getting close to week one here. Last preseason games are starting tonight. A week from tonight, we officially have fantasy football scoring football. So week one kicks off a week from tonight. So super excited. I know you guys are too. Early draft is killing us because we wait that much longer, and it is killing everybody. So we're trading and we're moving people, and I love it. It's been great so far. So I want to thank everybody so far in terms of the draft. Draft was awesome. Thanks everybody for your help making it all possible. Thanks everybody for paying. We're all good there. Thanks everybody for your activity so far. The text has been great. League activity's been good. Trading's been awesome. So a lot of movement of players, a lot of good positive activity so far. So really pumped about it. So I wanted to get a quick video out. It's been a little while since we got some content out, especially post-draft. Brock and I will try to get a preview of week one and all the matchups and everything. We'll do a little breakdown of who we think is going to win. We'll probably do that next week, maybe Thursday. But tonight I wanted to get a quick video out. I'm just going to do a little quick post-draft review of picks that I liked for each team and picks that I didn't like. Strictly based on opinion, maybe round value, maybe situation, maybe injury, who knows. There's going to be probably some unpopular opinion. There's going to be some that are going to be really hard to find, some that'll be easy. But, you know, fuck it. Get a quick video out and we'll go from there. Just some talking points. So starting out, pick number one, Jarvier Bourne. Picks I love the most, obviously we won't include keepers because didn't pick them. But looking at Jobby's team, my favorite pick for him was actually probably Juju Smith-Schuster. In the fifth round, I really think Juju is going to be like a wide receiver too, right around that 19 to 21 range. Big playability, a lot of upside. They really don't have a red zone target. Obviously, Antonio Brown is, but he's a big guy. Go get the ball, and I think that's a really good pick there. My least favorite pick, maybe Nick Chubb in the sixth, and not that it's a bad pick per se, but there's a lot of competition there. They got Duke Johnson, they got Carlos Hyde, who's looked really good. I think Nick Chubb's going to be the guy down the road, but picking a guy that early that's not going to help you, not wild about it, but still probably going to pan out. Michael Scott, next. I would have to say favorite pick for Mike, looking at it, probably going to be Zach Ertz in the fifth. Reason is, I mean, tight ends, generally there's the top three and then everybody else. He got one of those top three when Gronk went in the second and Kelsey was kept. So I actually like that pick. Mike filled out his starting roster as he didn't really need running back at that point. And he didn't really love a receiver. He already had two plus a third. So he filled out his starting lineup and I think got a good one. So I'd say Zach Kelsey's my like for Mike. Obviously the easy one is the Marquise Lee in the eighth. Tore his ACL, he's out for the year. So obviously wasted pick for Mike. Nothing to do with the pick itself, but bummer for the situation. Nico and Aaron are next. Pick number three. Obviously their first pick happened in the fourth, so not a ton's going to happen here. Pick I love is probably Drew Brees in the seventh, quarterback, especially in our league where there was five kept. We knew Rodgers would go pretty early, and then from there you never knew. But Brees I think is going to have a really big bounce back year numbers-wise. And to get him that late, I think, is really nice considering a couple other quarterbacks went in front of him that I didn't think belong there. So I really like the Drew Brees pick. And the pick I didn't really love, really not a pick I don't love here. The only one you say is you took Julian Edelman in the eighth. It's a non-PPR league, and he's missing 4 games, so I don't totally love that pick there. But ultimately, it's a high upside pick. They're covered on wide receiver, so they really don't need it. And at that point, when you're in the 8th round, you're throwing lottery tickets anyway, for the most part. But that's not the pick it's the pick I didn't love the most. Gabe, this one's easy for me. There's actually a couple picks I really didn't love. Actually, quite a few. Gabriel, goodness. I would have to say Gabe's that I loved. Shit, Gabe. I don't want to pick Bears defense, but that's pretty damn close. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd probably say the Bears defense because last year they were top 10. I think this year they'll be even better. And you got them, 15th round, one of the last defenses picked. It's a toss up between him or Delaney Walker. You know, because honestly, there's a lot of picks that I don't like here from Gabe. Rashad Penny in the third. Right now, Chris Carson's playing out of his mind. Penny's hurt, and who knows when he's going to get his crack at the starting lineup. Could be a great pick. I could be way wrong on this. I just don't love Penny per se, especially with other reports about him putting on weight. Obviously, Alshon Jeffrey in the fifth. He's going to miss at least 2 weeks, could be 3. Not wild about it, and they have a ton of weapons. They're going to spread it around. So tough pick there. Obviously, Decker in the 10th. Guy's not even in the league. He retired. So that's an easy layup too as well. On to Dalton. I already made like 3 trades. And obviously with the trades, I'm going to get a little screwed around with the draft picks. Dalton's pick that I loved would have to be probably Evan Ingram in the 8th. I think he's going to be pretty good this year. Even with all the weapons coming back, I think he's going to develop. You know, first-year tight ends aren't supposed to do much, and he actually did pretty well. You could also say, you know, Chris Carson. I think in the 9th round, it could be a week 1 starter, week 2 even. So it's a nice value pick there. Obviously, Marquise Goodwin, you know, that's 7th round. It's a nice little value if he breaks out. Pick I didn't love, probably Jimmy Garoppolo. Went ahead of Drew Brees. Don't totally love that. I think he's going to be maybe a top 15 quarterback. I don't think he's going to crack that top 10. I mean, Dalton really believes in Shanahan's system, obviously. Picking him that high. We'll see how it pans out, but that's probably the one I don't like. Andrew, tough team to take over for sure. Legitimately, the pick I do love, surprisingly here, is Christian McCaffrey. Took a flyer on him. Obviously, it's non-PPR, but he looks the part so far as a lead dog back. You went out and got the best one. You needed to fill a spot. Obviously, you skipped on Julio, so I don't love that idea. And I hate the fact that you started that RB slide. I was hoping to, you know, maybe get him or Mixon. But good pick for you. Obviously, you needed the running back, and you know, from the looks of it, you got a good one. I'd have to say the pick I hate is Ronald Jones in the 3rd. Guy does not look great in the preseason. Peyton Barber looks much better. So, I mean, maybe it'll pan out. Rookie running back, you never know. But right now, that pick is looking pretty bad. Obviously, I don't love Kelvin Benjamin in the 6th either. That just the Bills situation in general scares me. I don't love any part of that offense. Nick, you are next. Gotta love the Julio Jones pick, obviously. 1st round, fell in your lap. I would have to say after that, you kept him. Gotta love getting Duke Johnson. I mean, he was a top 30 running back last year. Obviously, different situation. It's non-PPR. But I still think he's going to be in on the passing downs for sure to spell hideout. And I think they're going to line him up in the slot and use him as a weapon. Obviously, I don't expect top 30 with all the weapons they have. But I do like that pick a lot. Pick I don't love, probably McCoy in the 2nd. It all is going to shake out on this domestic break-in thing. Plus, I mean, he's 30, 31 now. Offensive line's not great. It's going to be a lot of passing downs. He's still going to get work, but I just wonder, and he's got an injury history, I just wonder when that train's going to break down. I'm not feeling too confident. So that's probably my dislike pick for Nick. Brock and Eric, my love pick for them, legitimately probably Peyton Barber in the 15th. Got a starting running back to start the year. Obviously, they traded, and T.Y. Hilton's probably maybe the love here. They traded back into the 2nd. You know, and Andrew took Tyreek Hill right in front of him. I think T.Y. is probably going to outscore Hill, even though Hill was great last year. I had him. I loved him. But T.Y. with a healthy luck is going to be arguably top 10 for sure. You know, all those long touchdowns, he usually pretty solid. So I would say either Hilton or Barber there. Picks I don't love. You know, you start to pick as you kind of go here. I'm going to see where he's at. I'm not completely wild about Olsen in the 5th. Obviously, it's tight end. Filling out their roster there at that point. I just think 33 years old, coming off foot injury, could be a big deal, especially he's older. He's a freaking beast. I loved him on the Bears. I loved him in Carolina. He's a my guy. But he's one of those guys that I'm not totally loving this year. As a starting tight end for all 16 games, the foot just bothers me. And they got targets back, you know, and improved weapons this year. Pick, what did I say? That was the one I didn't like, and I already gave him the ones I did like. On to Adam. Pick I do like for Adam, probably going to be Larry Fitzgerald in the fourth. Guy's steady Eddie, guaranteed 95 to 110 catches every year. Going to put up at least 1,000 yards and at least probably 6-7 touchdowns. You got, steady ground floor there. Good base of a wide receiver. You can't beat that in the fourth round, especially when you're looking for some safety. Pick I don't exactly love, probably Cam Meredith in the 11th. I know he's taking a stab there, but Cam Meredith just caught his first preseason pass tonight. He's buried on the depth chart. I just don't see him doing much there until he can really prove himself. So that's got to be my hate. For me, love pick, probably Burkhead in the 7th. I think he's going to start out of the gate. He'll be the number 1. I don't think Sony Michel is going to be 100% healthy if they even play week 1. So I think he's going to get a lot of work week 1, week 2, week 3, especially with Edelman out. So that's probably my love pick for myself. Michel, hopefully, once he comes back, maybe Burkhead gets hurt and then Michel takes over the lead dog role. Then it'll look like a home run. Pick I don't love, legitimately, probably hard to say. Probably Jamison Crowder. He's just, there's no upside. I mean, we kind of know what he is. He's a top 40 wide receiver. He was last year. I think his upside's maybe top 30. I took him over guys, with Robert Woods. Now they brought in Brandon Cooks, so I don't know if Woods is going to be as good, over Jordy Nelson. I took him over Julian Edelman. I mean, so there's that. So I'm just not in love with that pick. He's going to start for me because I don't have any receivers, but that's not the pick that I really love there. So anyway, guys, wanted to get that quick video out. It's probably way long-winded, but shoot your thoughts. I mean, you can put a little post on the side if anybody wants to start one. The ones picks you agreed with, the picks you disagreed with, on my opinion. You can do that if you want. You don't have to. Hopefully some of you are still watching the video if you probably skip past your team. But other than that, guys, that's all I got. Talk to you next week with Brock, hopefully. We'll try to get a video up of the pre-games and the pre-week matchups. And then boys, football's back. We are 7 days away. It's that time. Week 1 matchups. Please get on there. If you go on the actual browser version, I don't know if you can do it on the app, but go into the matchups and you can actually get the Smack Talk tab. You're going to see Brock and I already commented on the matchups, and you can actually vote as well on who you think's going to win. So we always like to try to get as much activity as we can on those. And then obviously I created the new poll, guys, for the $5 weekly prize, so please vote on that. Whether you think it should be like it was last year with the $5 award going to biggest margin or the biggest blowout win, or it should go to most points scored. So it's up in the air. It's up to league vote, guys. We'll get that done before week 1, so there's no problems. If you guys want to switch it up now, that's fine. Doesn't make a difference to me. So we're all set, guys. Football's back. I'm pumped. You're pumped.